Jesus, you guys, what an epic episode Outlander Season 7, Episode 15 was. How will we wait for 2 long weeks to get to the season finale and learn what will happen next? Well, don't worry. Even though 2 weeks is a pretty long time, I'm here to fill that gap. So, without further ado, let's talk about what will happen in Outlander Season 7 finale. But first, I have to talk about Episode 15 and how it's set up for a perfect season finale. The episode opens with a deeply emotional series of flashbacks between Jamie and Claire. I know we are used to their flashback scenes over the years, but this time it feels more poignant than ever. They reaffirm their deep connection and love for each other, but at the same time, they underscore the ever-present fear that one of them might not make it out of the battle alive. Jesus, I'm tearing up even just thinking about it. Claire, who is always the one to worry about Jamie's safety, feels that this battle is different. And we are reminded that whenever we ignore this woman's words, we all suffer. Listen to the wise words of Claire Jamie. Please, for God's sake. In the scene, there's a palpable tension in the air, a sense that something ominous is coming. Claire is concerned not just for Jamie, but for herself. And unfortunately, as we will find out later in the episode, her fears are far from being baseless. As the battle rages on, Claire stays behind to help the injured soldiers in a makeshift triage tent. Amidst the chaos, however, she's shot by a redcoat. The wound to her abdomen is so severe that even the Army's official surgeon gives her no hope for survival. It's a dire situation, and watching this unfold, I can't help but feel the sharp pang of fear. I've seen Claire face countless challenges over the years, but this feels different. Let me know how you felt seeing Claire on the floor like that. I can't wait to hear your thoughts about it. I mean, feel free to disagree with me, but I feel like even in modern times, a wound like that would be life-threatening. So it's nearly impossible to imagine how she could survive in the 18th century, where medicine is nowhere near as advanced. That being said, I know that this is Outlander, and the show has a way of surprising me with its twists. Claire's only hope is Dr. Denzel, who is a young Quaker physician who has spent the season learning from Claire herself. He's watched her use modern medical techniques to heal others, and now it's his turn to step up, this time to save Claire. Jamie, who is obviously desperate and panicked, entrusts Denzel with the impossible task of saving his wife. I mean, as you can imagine, the pressure on Denzel is intense, to say the least. No pressure, Jamie, Denzel jokes at one point, but the weight of the situation is clear. Denzel, to his credit, remains calm for the most part though. He's learned from the best, after all, but there's no denying that this is the most significant moment of his career. It's a make or break situation. As Denzel prepares to perform surgery, I find myself wondering, can he do it? Will he be able to save Claire? Or is this truly the end? The emotional stakes are higher than ever before. I don't know about you guys, but watching Denzel stand over Claire, knowing the gravity of what's at risk, fills me with a mix of hope and dread. What happens next is a huge cliffhanger though. We don't know yet if Claire will survive or if Denzel's surgery will be enough. I'm left with so many questions as I wait for the next episode. What will happen to Claire? Will Denzel's medical knowledge be enough to pull her through? Or could this be the moment that changes everything for Jamie and Claire forever? If you're familiar with the Outlander books, you'll know that in Written in My Own Heart's Blood, Claire does in fact survive. Denzel successfully performs the surgery, and she eventually recovers. But does that mean the series will follow the same storyline? Given that Caitriona Balfe has been spotted on the set of Outlander Season 8, it somehow feels safe to assume that Claire will likely make it through. But even with that knowledge, the uncertainty of this episode leaves me with lingering doubts. Because we can always end up with Claire's ghost in Season 8, which wouldn't be so radical in the universe of Outlander. It's clear that this episode sets the stage for major emotional upheaval in season finale. We've seen Jamie's determination to protect Claire time and time again, but now he's faced with the possibility of losing her, this time for real. How will he cope with that? Will he remain the strong, unshakable character we know and love? Or will this moment of crisis force him to confront parts of himself that he's kept hidden? It's not just Claire's life on the line, it's Jamie's too. Losing her would undoubtedly change him forever. I mean, as we approach to the season finale, I find myself torn between hope and fear. I want Claire to survive. I want her to pull through and continue her journey with Jamie, but I also know that Outlander never shies away from pushing its characters to their limits, testing their resilience in ways I never expect. So, while I have hope, I'm also bracing myself for whatever's to come. What do you think? Will Claire survive this ordeal, or is this the end of her story? Let me know in the comments. For more updates on Outlander, make sure to like and follow. Meanwhile, the video on the screen might also interest you.